All right, guys, Unit 4, Chapter 3, Lesson 4, Battalion Drill. Normally, this falls under when we do our company drill, but we need to address battalion drill. This is going to be another one of those quick classes that most of you guys probably know already. What's the biggest difference between battalion drill and company drill? The size of the element. You're going from a company of about 20, 30 people to a battalion of, in our case, around 100 people. Okay. The commands, instead of calling company halt, you call battalion halt. All right. Remember, you address the element by their size. So we're going to be talking about battalion drill. Your essential question is, what are the specifics involved in the formation and inspection procedures? You got to remember, you're inspecting a lot larger group of people, so it's going to take a lot more time. What makes a battalion drill different than company drill? I just mentioned that. True or false? The color guard is not part of a battalion drill. False. They absolutely are. And you guys know most of the time when we do a battalion drill, or we do a battalion formation, we have the color guard out in front of us. When do we do a battalion formation? Parades. All right. Talk about different types of battalion formations and their specific drill commands. Describe the correct responses to battalion drill commands, correct responses to inspection commands, location of the key platoons, and those are your keywords for the day. So what is the role of the battalion commander, XO, battalion staff sergeant major, and color guard in a drill, in a battalion drill? What's the role of the battalion commander? To command the overall battalion. They're the ones giving the battalion attention, forward march commands. What about the XO? The XO leads staff. The battalion staff will march behind the XO. The sergeant major's job. Sergeant major's job is to make sure the battalion staff stays in alignment. They are marching properly. They stay in step. And double check on his first sergeants. And the color guard, you know, they always lead because we always end up in a parade. What kind of command voice is required for battalion drill? Megan should know the answer to this one by now. A very loud one, because you've got to make it loud enough where the entire battalion can hear you, not just your company or your platoon. Come on. Oh, back up. The role, formation, dismissal, and inspection plays a battalion drill. So formations have got to be a lot larger because you've got a lot more people. Your average military battalion, you're looking at 1,000 people, 600,000 people, sometimes more, sometimes less. Okay. Dismissal, that's when you get everybody to fall out and everybody just leaves the parade ground in a big cluster. And inspection. Some of you guys might remember when we used to do pass and review. That was a form of inspection when the battalion would march past the reviewing party, and then they would do the inspection of troops when they would walk around us. Okay, when we get to our graphics, they should have put this in company drill since they use these. Y'all can look at these real quick. So here we go. So the battalion commander is going to be 24 steps in front of the company. And if the companies are all in a mass formation, then they would be 18 steps. In front of each company will be the guidon bearer and the company commander. And then you'll see the companies, and you'll see the ones in the middle. That will be the color guard. Look at the different link between companies. 6 steps between companies. All right. The color guard will be closer. There are 12 steps to the center of the color guard. When we do the battalion change of command, this is how we form up right here. Kind of give it to you guys in perspective. Company commanders, 12-step in front of their companies. We don't usually go that far for hours because there's not that much space in the gym when we do it. Here's how we would like to be able to do our parades. The battalion in column with companies in column. We don't do it this way because, you know, it's hard to do when you got a company with 4 people in it. So what we do is we do a battalion mass, and we kind of line them up like this. Where it says company, we just put very long squads in. But you'll see the battalion commander in the front. You'll see the staff. You'll see the color guard with the color guard commander. And then you see the company commanders and guidons. Now, one thing you may notice we do differently here is we put the color guard and color guard commander in the very front. The reason why we do that is because the color guard leads every parade. That is a protocol. When we have these 4th of July and Christmas parades and everything else, the color guard's always in front of the parade. And that's what people expect to see. We are the grand opening for the parade. All right, so in a battalion formation, your location is one of 2 places. You're either one step behind the commissioned staff or the other used during a mass formation. First is one step behind the commissioned staff. The other during a mass formation is one step to the rear of the color guard, centered on the colors. Who are you? Are you the CSM, the S1, the XO, or an enlisted staff member? You're the sergeant major. Because the sergeant major is responsible for the color guard. Sergeant major is always responsible for the color guard, even when they're not there. You're a company commander in a battalion formation. Your position is 6 steps in front of your company. If you're in the correct position, which of the following is not a formation you would be in? Battalion in line with companies in line. Once again, that's not one we do. Well, not as a battalion, except for the color guard. First sergeant formed the company was commanded to post by the company commander. Battalion platoon leaders then open ranks and align the company. Company commander. Let me start that one all over again. Your first sergeant formed the company and then was commanded to post by the company commander. The platoon leaders then opened ranks and aligned the company. The commander then began the inspection by inspecting you first. Who are you? You are absolutely the guidon bearer. Guidon bearer always gets inspected first. Guidon bearer should always be your best looking cadet in your company. Reason is that sometimes they'll come in and they'll just inspect the guidon bearer and they'll say, all right, this is your representative of your company. I'm moving out. Think about the positions you guys have had in battalion formation. Some of you have been company commanders. Some of y'all have been first sergeant. Some of you have been in the color guard. Some of y'all just been in the formation. I will tell you, as a Let 4 at this point in time, if you have just been one of those people inside the formation and not taking a leadership role, then you need to seriously step up your A game this year. So how would you guys improve your battalion drill? 1, we would do it more. 2, you'd work on your command voices and your presence. Let people know that you are the person in charge. All right, at this time, you guys will do the battalion drill performance assessment task in your notebook. Remember, save it. then pull it up again in Adobe, fill it out, save it again, and then send me that assigned copy in your portfolio. And that is it.